Hi everyone, it's Sunday, November 13th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. Starting with Europe, editor Andrea Guallo says that prices are lower and that 5-cent discounts are the big thing right now. In the UK and Ireland, supply has been abundant, but sellers are so well covered that no one is in a hurry to bring prices down. The British 36 plus ox is still at 83 to 88 cents per kilo in sterling, and in Ireland the range is at 95 cents in euros to €1 and 5 cents per kilo. European bull prices are still under pressure. Northern German bulls are at €1 and 10 cents to €1 and 15 cents per kilo for the 40. For European cows, discounts are the name of the game if sellers want to move hides, and when it comes to the veal sector, demand remains strong and prices high. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at the negotiations going on and what's coming for the end of 2022 and the start of next year, and he also examines the availability of various selections in the current market. Turning to U.S. prices, they were steady again this week, but there might be some slight changes coming. Buyers are increasingly resistant to paying steady levels, and it's taking longer for sellers to actually close the deals. Looking at heavy Texas steers, trading remains thin and prices are still unchanged at a high of $29 for 64-66 pound selections and lows at $26. Cow sellers also say that buyers have gotten tougher on prices and that what they were willing to pay a week or two ago is not so much the case anymore. Combined export sales for the week ending November 3rd were higher at 881,200, and that includes some pretty hefty wet blue sales to Thailand. Combined shipments were 36% lower at 621,100. Estimated slaughter for the week ending November 12th was 671,000, up by 4,000 head from last week. Turning to South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that raw material prices held their ground this week. Fresh hides were unchanged at one reference price of TR1 was also stable this week at 66 cents in US dollars per square foot. Argentina, however, saw its raw material prices edge lower again. In other news from Brazil, the country's October hide exports were down by almost 40% compared to 2021, and they're down almost 16% from September. The CICB says that in terms of square meters, the October total was 25% less than the same month in 2021 and 8.7% less than September. If we look at January to October, exports are down by 11.5% in value compared to the same period in 2021, and they're 19.5% lower in terms of area. In other news from Brazil, U.S. beef brought down JBS profits, and at the same time, Minerva reported record net income for Q3. From elsewhere in Latin America, Argentina's retail sales of footwear and leather goods dropped in October. In Mexico, leather and material production is growing. In Uruguay, Frigorifico Las Moras got its first international verification of regenerative origin beef. And in Colombia, in Venezuela, footwear makers are worried about Colombian products affecting their sector. That is all we have for today, and until next week, good night from HideNet.